This is my first attempt at a new series of audiocasts. They were quite popular in the past, not least amongst those friends who like to fall asleep to them, which was either a compliment to the tenor of my voice or a comment on the content of the audiocasts. So to those of you who are feeling sleepy, night-night, sweet dreams. I've just begun reading a book by the 19th century French historian Jules Michelet called Dark Arts, A History of Satanism, Witchcraft and Sorcery in the Middle Ages. I've only read the introduction and the first few pages so far, but I'm struck by the sympathetic and, to my mind, inspiring portrayal of what it is to be a witch. As such, I wanted to read you extracts from the introduction. Witches they are by nature. It is a gift peculiar to woman and her temperament. By birth a fay, by the regular occurrence of her ecstasy she becomes a sibyl. By her love she grows into an enchantress. By her subtlety, by a roguishness often whimsical and beneficent, she becomes a witch. She works her spells, does at any rate lull our pains to rest and beguile them. All primitive races have the same beginning, as so many books of travel have shown. While the man is hunting and fighting, the woman works with her wits, with her imagination. She brings forth dreams and gods. On certain days she becomes a seeress, borne on boundless wings of reverie and desire. The better to reckon up the seasons, she watches the sky, but her heart belongs to earth none the less. A religion that is so strong and hearty as that of pagan Greece begins with the sibyl to end in the witch. The former, a lovely maiden in the broad daylight, rocked its cradle, endowed it with a charm and glory of its own. Presently it fell sick, lost itself in the darkness of the Middle Ages, and was hidden away by the witch in woods and wilds. There, sustained by her compassionate daring, it was made to live anew. Thus, of every religion, woman is the mother, the gentle guardian, the faithful nurse. With her the gods fare like men, they are born and die upon her bosom. Alas, her loyalty costs her dear. Ye Magian queens of Persia, bewitching Circe, sublime Sibyl, into what have ye grown, and how cruel the change that has come upon you? She who from her throne in the east taught men the virtues of plants and the courses of the stars, who on her Delphic tripod beamed over with the god of light as she gave forth oracle to a world on its knees. She also it is whom 1,000 years later people hunt down like a wild beast, following her into the public places where she is dishonoured, worried, stoned, or set upon the burning coals. For this poor wretch the priesthood can never have done with their faggots, nor the people with their insults, nor the children with their stones. The poet, childlike, flings her one more stone, for a woman the cruelest of all. On no grounds whatever he imagines her to have always been old and ugly. The word witch brings before us the frightful old women of Macbeth. But their cruel processes teach us the reverse of that. Numbers perished precisely for being young and beautiful. The sibyl foretold a fortune, the witch accomplishes one. Here is the great, the true difference between them. The latter calls forth a destiny, conjures it, works it out. Unlike the Cassandra of old, who awaited mournfully the future she foresaw so well, this woman herself creates the future. Even more than Circe, than Medea, does she bear in her hand the rod of natural miracle, with nature herself a sister and helpmate. Already she wears the features of a modern Prometheus. With her industry begins, especially that queen-like industry which heals and restores mankind. As the sibyl seemed to gaze upon the morning, so she, contrariwise, looks towards the west. But it is just that gloomy west which long before dawn, as happens among the tops of the Alps, gives forth a flush anticipant of day. Well does the priest discern the danger, the bane, the alarming rivalry involved in this priestess of nature whom he shows his despise for. From the gods of yore she has conceived other gods. Close to the Satan of the past, we see dawning within her a Satan of the future. I couldn't think of a more wonderful rallying cry or challenge and inspiration for being a witch than the words that I have just read to you. So in this spirit I now end the audio cast. Brightest blessings, Seshat.